you lovely people, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. In that video I posted earlier on in the week, I was talking about the swap I was doing in the Facebook group, the Treasured Page, and I'll link them down below again here. This is the swap I'm sending out. Now, what we're sending out is a signature, a cover, and a decorated envelope or paperback. And we've to do it but not overdo it, leave room for the person who's receiving the swap to add their own finishing touches to change it about, to make it theirs, but we're kind of giving them the bones, the structure on which to then build their journal. And it's going to be quite a fun one this time round, because we're going to do one of these journals that end up flipping out this way and this way and this way and this. So this is the journal I'm sending out, the journal cover, the signature, and the bag I'm sending out. And my swap partner is, it's a round robin, not a direct swap, but the person I'm sending to is someone who likes Art Deco. So there's this fabric with the peacocks on has got a bit of an Art Deco vibe, but it's not right in your face Art Deco, so she can easily use this and change that up without it seeming as if it's Art Deco. And I've put this lovely bit of well, it's not really embroidery, it's more like tatting because it's embroidered round and then cut out, but that's on there. And then inside we would put a pocket, and I've got the bits I made from my if you haven't seen that, I've made these wee cups with bits and pieces on. And also there's a vintage menu card in there, because as I was saying, the first month, this is a 3-month swap, the first month for this time round is going to be cafe cuisine, and for the whole 3 months it's culture and cuisine. And then this is my signature with just various pages. I was really happy that this here, Hotel Chocolat menu of my Easter eggs, fits in perfectly in a signature. And now I wish I had another box so I could put one of those in my journal, but I'm sending it to my swap partner. And then the other thing was we had to decorate a paper bag or envelope, and I've decorated this paper bag. And as I said, my swap partner's somebody who likes Art Deco, and I've ended up going down an Art Deco theme with this, but I was quite happy doing that because she doesn't need to keep it in there. This, you know, we're sending it together, but this could end up somewhere else. But I've decorated it in the inside, and it was one of these thick bags that I've all taken apart, and it's got some goodies in it. I will not going to show you them. And I thought what I'd do, so that's all going off to my swap partner today. I thought what I'd do is I'd show you another option, because when I was doing this paper bag, something came to me as to how it could be done. Now I had to keep it within this size, so that's why I folded the flaps back in, but I didn't want this back because then it's very bulky, and it's all very well having it bulky so you can put lots of things in there, but then you can't get them in here, so I wanted to keep it flat as well. But I'm going to take you through the idea I had for one of these paper bags that I got when I was making this paper bag. This paper bag, by the way, is stenciled. This is an image that's mounted on some card that I coloured gold, and then this image comes from the Digital Collage Club. But this stencil I stenciled on this side using StazOn Midnight, and this side using StazOn Teal Blue, I think it's called. It is indeed called Teal Blue. And this is the stencil I used, which is by Indigo Blue and called Miami Deco. And because it's the StazOns, they end up staining. You clean them off, but they still end up leaving a wee bit behind and staining. But I'm okay with that because I know it's not going to transfer onto the next thing I make. So I'm going to clear this down and then I'll be back and show you my idea on a paper bag. So here's the brown paper bag. Now this is a small one because it was the ones I had and the ones that would fit in the journal, but you could use the same technique or the same ideas for any bag. It doesn't need to be one of these necessarily. So I'm going to start by taking this apart. Now what we were doing was we were making the bag and putting it in the journal to keep ephemera or bits in or whatever. I'm just going to get my bone folder and just use my bone folder a couple of times just to smooth it down a bit, because I want it flatter than it currently is. I don't mind that it's got the crease lines on it, but I want it flatter than it currently is. I'm going to do where the gusset is, we're going to make for a TN journal, we're going to make a page for it. So there'll be one full page and one short page. So it will go in your journal along there. That's where you sew it in your journal. Now that means you want these full pages, and I wanted to fold it that way so that this join was close to the sewing and as less obvious as possible. But this side, what I'm going to do with this side is we're going to seal this back up along the bottom. And then that be folded over. I'm going to seal this one along the top, and I'm going to open this along here so the pocket's in here. Okay, did that all make sense? No? Right, that's fine. I think what we'll do is we're going to just lightly decorate this, just with some background stuff, and then I'll push it all together and hopefully it will make sense. So I think we're going to start by picking a couple of stamps out. Let's have that one, and we're just going in random here, and that's the one that's come out. Right, so we're going to do some mini squares and from florals apparently. Now these mini squares have got a kind of grungy look to them. I'm going to go for Toffee Crunch and Pistachio because I'm going to do something else after this, I think. So let's just Toffee Crunch and Pistachio. For this one, the collector's edition number 8 floral bouquet, why did I end up with 3 of these? Because I've got them right to hand. I've got a whole load of them just right there so I can grab them at any time. For this one I am using, I'd have had to get up and go and get the other stamps. Those ones are there, just there. For this one I'm using one of my favourite colours from Memento, Rhubarb Stock. In case you were wondering, that's what I clean my stamps with, and I use it on one of these foam stamp cleaning mats. So we've got the lighter stuff here because this is going to be a page, and we've got the darker one here because this is going to be a long pocket. Let's now close it back up again. So cut down here, just, and then I'm going to just do a diagonal cut there, and I'm going to do the same. So that's on the inside of the fold, just to make sure it doesn't get too bulky. There we go. And look what I found. I found some Yoo-Hoo in a pen, and I thought, well, we'll give it a try. We know Yoo-Hoo's good for paper, so we'll give it a try. Makes it a wee bit bulky looking. Okay, that's made everything really, really sticky. So I think I need to be careful what I use that for. I mean, it's grabbed really well, but everything, wherever it's leaked, it's really sticky. So we've got a page. Let me just get that back again. So this is sewn in our signature, and we've got a page, we've got something else, we've got the rest of our signature, and then we've got this and this. And this page and page has a top pocket here. So let me just get my hole punch, and I'm going to put it through both paper bags actually. I was humming and hawing about just putting it through one, but I'm going to put it through both layers, because it still indicates that there is a pocket there. So that means there's a pocket in there. Now once it's sewn in, that'll keep this side of the pocket shut, so that's okay. Now what we're going to do this one, I'm going to cut a slither off here. So I just want to cut as little as possible off. But what I'm also going to do is, because I find this when you've got a long pocket like this, that it can be very loose in the middle. So I'm going to glue in the middle. I'm going to glue along here. I'm going to make a notch this side, a notch this side for that pocket, and a notch this side for that pocket, so I don't disturb the flowers. And I'm going to just put a bit of it behind that pocket, just to add another wee bit of colour on there. Let's just take my espresso truffle for along the top edge of this. I'll just maybe round the notch. Actually, maybe we'll just go round the notch, and then if we want to do some more edging of that page once we get round to dealing with that page in the journal, we can, because I might do something else with the top, I don't know. So what we have is, from that paper bag, we have, we'll sew it in my journal. I'm going to sew it in the journal. I'm getting a journal, I can't remember who's sending me a journal, but the person who's sending me a journal, I will just add this to the signature, and then I'll have a pocket at the top here, unless of course they've already had this idea. This might not be a new idea. Listen, in junk journaling there isn't any new ideas. There's rehashed ones, but there's very rarely a new idea. Then through the rest of my signature, and this one is a pocket here, And I mean, you can get into that pocket there, but the notch, the thumb notch is on the other side, the pocket there. And I'm just wondering, I think we'll put a wee bit washi tape down the sides of these, and maybe one in the middle as well. So let me see what we've got. Let's use a thin one. And what have we got? Have we got something that's kind of, see, now actually I've got this, that's actually the right kind of colour and everything for the inks that we've ended up with, isn't it? So this is the finished envelope bag. Now if you didn't have a gusseted bag, you don't need one. That's just like an ordinary bag. It was the gusseted bag that gave me the idea, because of the gusset. See, that's actually the gusset. I've put bags in journals before. I've used them as pockets in journals before. If I've used a bag as a pocket in a journal that's already done, I've decorated it before I put it on. I've put bags in journals like that. I've sewn them in signatures like that. I've made pockets out of them, but I've never decorated one before I put it in the signature. And it was the decorating of it, as I was decorating it and contemplating this gusset, that was when I realised, well, that's when I kind of thought, oh, well, that would actually make a page. And then that's quite good for a TN journal, because it can be quite difficult getting pages, different pages for a TN journal. And that's simply where the idea came from, and I thought I would just share it with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. But until then, keep crafting. Bye for now.